When was the last time you took time to just be? When was the last time you did nothing? Most people can't even remember. Most people think that doing nothing is unproductive and a waste of time. First, we live in a world that constantly tells us we need to be doing to have value. Often, when you ask someone how they are, they will say, "I've been so busy." And some look at that as a sign of success or high status. Or sometimes, this is because it's the truth. But it's also worth noticing how people wear their busyness like a badge of honor. When people aren't busy, it's almost as if other people look down on them. The message we're constantly receiving from social media, friends, family, and the culture around us is that to have value, we must be doing. We must be productive, work hard, hustle, and even work our fingers to the bone. Scroll through social media for a few moments, and you'll probably see more than your fair share of posts about anxiety, overwhelming feelings, burnout, and exhaustion. People joke about it, they complain about it, and they compare horror stories. Most of the time, what they don't do is reject the constant productivity and busyness to simply be with themselves and create some balance in their lives. But constantly doing is not necessarily the same as being productive. Burnout and exhaustion can actually keep us from reaching our goals and potential by making us lesser versions of ourselves. We can know that we've lost touch with ourselves and focus too much on doing when our body and mind start to have a negative reaction. Usually, this shows up as stress, anxiety, sickness, exhaustion, headaches, or even feeling depressed and hopeless. In a sense, we lose ourselves under the doing, the activities, and we really forget about our true essence.
The danger is when you do activities, let's say your normal work situation, a little bit more complex than putting away clothes. The danger is that you lose yourself in the activity, and so you're no longer rooted in being, you're out there. And then the sign, the clear signal that you are out there and lost yourself in it is something arises like stress, anxiety, some negative reactivity.
Another reason people avoid taking time to just be and doing nothing is, at first, choosing to simply be can feel very uncomfortable. For most of us, voices start competing for attention in our heads. You might start to think about the past, the future, old traumas, unresolved hurts, or even intrusive thoughts and irrational fears. In reality, doing nothing is not that simple. In response to your chaotic thoughts, your brain might try to create a list of things that need to be finished right now. The list is your mind's way of trying to resolve the issues. It's very common and it happens to us all. But if we stay in the discomfort and silence without giving in to the urge to grab our phone, distract ourselves, or resolve some problem, we will find that we can eventually feel at ease with ourselves.
Remember that even in the silence, even in the stillness, even in those so-called unproductive moments, you are being incredibly productive. You're being you. You're being breathed by the universe. You are a magnificent expression of the divine, even in your stillness, even when you're motionless.
The truth is that taking time to simply do nothing is incredibly productive. and it makes everything else in our life more productive as well. When we experience those moments of clarity and peace, we can make better choices that are more aligned with our values. And we can enjoy a moment of refreshing that gives us more space and knowledge about us. We live in a physical world. I know we have things to do, but the thing here is not losing ourselves in the doing. We are human beings after all.
A human being, you remember what that word means, those two words mean when you put them together. Human is the form that you are, and human is the doing, whatever the form does. The being is who you are in your essence. So you are both. You are the being, the consciousness, and you are the form that that consciousness takes. And the form that that consciousness takes will do things and think and do and act upon the world and be acted upon.